So you're probably wondering, what am I doing wearing a cute onesie with this cute little headband here at 3:30 in the afternoon? Well, my question is, why aren't you? Look at how comfy this is. Oh, Andy, do. Look at how comfy this is. It's comfy. If you bloat, it won't notice, and you look cute as fuck. My tail fell off like a couple weeks ago, but that's okay. I've been wanting to do a fashion related video for quite a while, and I was gonna do kind of like a best dressed type of vibe because I've been watching her videos because I miss her and I want her to come back, so I've been binging her old videos. But I've been inspired to do something fashion related, and I decided that yes, this is an outdated idea, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a my fashion evolution video. For context, whether or not anyone cares, as a kid I wore pretty much what every kid wore growing up in the early 2000s, like matching sets and whatever these plaid capri abominations were, and these kinds of shirts. I looked through my childhood photos, and it's weird because there's this saying that you're kind of born as the personality you are, and I'm like looking at the photos of myself as a kid, and I find like really uncanny patterns that I had, like style wise as a kid. This photo here, I have like essentially a scrunchie in my head half up. So as a teenager I wore a lot of Aeropostale shirts and a lot of Aeropostale sweaters, you know, things that most kids from like 2009 to 2011 wore, and teenagers as well, but you know, whatever. And I wore a lot of hand-me-downs from my rich cousins, so I guess bougie hand-me-downs or bougie secondhand clothing. They weren't really that bougie, but I don't know. Now, I was always somewhat of an unopinionated child, and I did not really care, nor did I have a say in what I wore for a lot of my childhood and a lot of my teenage years. Honestly, I did like a lot of girly clothing. I knew that about myself because I'm a girl, but no, I really do like, you know, girly clothing. So I guess that's one thing that was consistent growing up, was that I wore a lot of girly clothing. This cycle continued until I was around like 17 or 18, because around that time I got my first job and I actually had disposable income. Plus I was really influenced by weeb shit and K-pop because I was really invested into that kind of thing at this point in my life. So I decided that I actually had an opinion on what I wanted to wear, and because I had disposable income I decided to just get myself some clothes. One of the first things I remember buying is this $30 Hot Topic, like, I don't want to call it Spaghetti strap because it's thicker than that, but like this Hot Topic dress, and I've had it for, oh, I think I still have it. It's not in my closet, but I think I still have it. But the reason I still have it is because I've been able to style and resell it over the years. Plus it was one of the first things that I bought with my own money, so I was pretty proud of it, and it has a special place in my heart, and it even made it into my senior photos, so there's that. Throughout my teenagers I kind of had like an on and off emo phase. To be honest, if I wasn't a weeb or a K-pop stan, I probably would have been a goth or emo or some kind of that genre dresser. I don't know. I remember specifically Taemin in the Danger era really influencing my style as a teenager. Because I would look at outfits that he wore in Danger, Ace, or whatever he wore during that era, and I would pick out clothing based on what I saw. For example, I had this maroon dress, okay? And here was my thought process with it. So there's this really iconic maroon suit that Taemin wears in Danger. So my process goes maroon suit, dress, maroon. So I wear a dress because it's maroon. So therefore, it is like Taemin because the dress is maroon. And it also made it into my senior photos. And I actually really like it though. The train and everything. Pretty cool. I also had this one outfit where it was like a white blouse with these black suspenders and these black skinny jeans that really screamed, yes, I was a teenager growing up in the 2010s, but that was inspired by it was inspired by Taemin's Ace music video. So there's that. I also had like inspiration from the most random places, like this hairstyle here. So I watched this K-drama, but I didn't finish it because even when I was in my heavy K-pop and weeb obsession era, I had a hard time finishing series. So I only watched like a few episodes of this one K-drama, but this girl had, the main character had a super cute hairstyle she did where she took like the fringes of her hair and she pinned it with a like a bobby pin or something, and then she like braided the excess fringe. So that's what I did, but you can't see that because my forehead is huge. But I thought it was really cute, and I still think it's pretty cute, but I haven't done it in a while because my hair is finally starting to grow back. More on that later. I also low-key was a tumbler girl, so I had outfits like this. So around my senior year, around April, I was able to pull off this outfit here. I was really proud of this outfit, and I still am, because at the time I actually felt like this was the epitome of who I was and who I wanted to be, and it was the first time that I actually felt like who I was on the inside. So I felt really proud of this outfit, and I'm still proud of this outfit. So I might record this again tomorrow because I am a perfectionist and I don't like being like and things like that, even though that's normal. When I record videos, like, I like the first one because it's more authentic and it's more like me, but then I like the second cut better, even though it's more like monotone, because I feel like it's more cohesive and put together. But I somehow cannot get I cannot combine the two in one take for whatever reason. I don't know exactly when, but at some point in my teenage years, I got into scrunchies. And you're probably wondering, how did you get into scrunchies? Because when I started to wear scrunchies, it was a couple years before they became trendy. Story time. So one of my siblings used to be a gymnast, and every time she would get a new leotard, she would get a matching scrunchie with it. And at some point, I don't know really why, but she must have just not liked the scrunchies. So she gave some of the scrunchies that she had from her old leotards to me, and I just started wearing them, and it's been a permanent choice in my style ever since. And I think part of the reason is because they're able to hold up my hair, because especially back then I had really long, thick hair. The only thick thing that the universe gave me, thank you. But my hair was longer than it is now, and it's also thick. So it takes multiple ponytails, even those thick boys ponytails, to keep my hair up, you know, throughout the day. So scrunchies are a perfect thing for me to wear because they're able to keep my hair up and have it stay up all day. So, and it looks cute. So I think practically and aesthetically it works for me. And then scrunchies became a trend later on, and then I bought some because before that there was just virtually nothing. So now I have cute scrunchies, and I might buy more because I keep losing them. I keep using my hands. I don't know, I feel like I always like pull off a different persona on camera with each video, because with each video I'm inspired by different things. So I feel like, so in college my style really just grew and blossomed and developed, things like that. So I remember specifically my freshman year of college, I bought this silver wig with Christmas money and I wore the absolute shit out of it, okay? I love this wig. I think it's this perfect like silvery gray and it looks really good with my complexion, things like that. So, but unfortunately I didn't know how to style the wig or really glue or put it on. I only knew how to like cut the lace and I didn't know how to do anything else. So I wore this headband over it during the winter, and plus it's too hot during the summer for me to wear it because my hair is already really thick. So I only really wore this during the winter, but it looks good. And I low-key want silver hair, but I don't want to invest money or the damage on my hair to bleach it. So I don't know. I also started to experiment with different accessories. Like I got these like ethereal looking headbands from Claire's, or crown things from Claire's, and I also got chokers because I really liked the choker trend that happened around my freshman sophomore year of college, and I started getting to like subsections of my girly fashion. Like for example, like the sporty look. I never thought I would get into like a sporty look, but it looks girly enough, right? So I really kind of started to explore, you know, things like that. Oh, and by the way, you know that shirt with the maroon sleeves, that photo there? So that photo, for context, was me taking my photo for my ID for when I studied abroad in Korea, because I was too shy to do it in virtually everywhere else because I didn't want to. So I did it in my dorm. So you know how I was saying that that Hot Topic dress I kept for many years because I was able to reuse and restyle it over and over and over? Well, here are some instances of me doing that in college. So in 2018, for the spring semester, I studied abroad in Korea, and that resulted in me taking a huge fucking nosedive into K fashion. And as you can see with these photos, I had a huge K fashion influence because that's what I saw everywhere I went. And the girls always had cute outfits on, and I took really big inspiration, and I thought every girl looked cute in their cute clothing, and I wanted to look like them. Yeah. And then I pulled off this number here, very formal, but I'm very proud of this because I was told that the dress looked very Greek, and so I just kind of went off that and decided I'm gonna do a Greek goddess vibe here. So I decided to do my hair. Well, I have a couple inspirations for the hair because that took me a long time to do, and I'm very proud of it. So I was inspired by, I think I saw this one photo of like Angelina Jolie in this like Roman Greek-esque film. I was inspired by that, and then I looked up on YouTube Greek braid, and there was actually a video of how to do a Greek braid. So I kind of based it off those two things, and then that's how I came up with that look. So I did this look for a total of 2 times, and then I cut my hair because that's what you do, I guess. And I couldn't, pull out that look anymore because my hair was too short. So even now it's not in the same length. But in the meantime, I was able to live my lolly anime dreams. It was lovely, play lolly anime music, magical girl vibe. So as you can see, my hair has grown out and it's lower than my chest again. It's not as long as it used to be, but it's getting there now. Over this time, I've been able to implement some changes into my style and things like that. One is that I became more specific on what I want, and that's because I used to spend money on clothes like on a whim without really thinking about how it would incorporate into my closet. And I mean, I still kind of do that sometimes, but I do that less so now because I realized that this was a problem financially, and I just can't keep buying clothes that I would inevitably get rid of and then realize I wasted money. So I had to come up with a strategy to fix that. So there's a couple things now that I ask myself when I'm thinking about buying something, and those are: how versatile will it be? How often would I wear this? Does it suit my body type and or features? What makes this piece special? And would I see myself wearing this for at least a while? And if none of those things work for me, then I ask myself, what do I value in this and how can it add to my wardrobe? For me, my fashion values at my core, I like girly things, but I also like to be able to explore and have some kind of flexibility in that, because I don't like to just stick to one thing. Another aspect that I really honed is layering. I have developed and harnessed the art of layering. Even though I've seen it for quite a while, I just chose to not implement it into my styling because I saw it as trendy, and my hipster self that I somehow retained as a teenager was like, no, I'm not like I used to be one of those girls when I was a teenager that was like, I'm not like the other, but and somehow it's still kind of in me, and I have to like tell her to shut up, but anyway, I layer now and I love it. Another thing is wearing silver accessories. I am a cool tone bitch, so naturally I think that silver looks best with my skin tone, because I read this thing online where silver looks good with cool tone skin. So I just do that. I could pull off gold because I do have blonde hair, but I just think that silver just looks better overall, in my opinion, on me. So another thing is reusing and restyling, and I've actually been doing this for quite a while without really realizing it. And I don't have the means to always keep buying thrifted clothing, and I want to be as eco-friendly as I can, and I want to exhaust all the possibilities of a certain garment before I get rid of it, because I'm a hoarder at heart and I don't like to let go of things. I used to think I needed to find my style, but I realized over the years that I don't really have a certain style. I kind of like to venture around and try different things. So I think if I had a style, I think it's more girly. I don't know, but I like to like go into different subsets or even combine different subsets of that kind of fashion, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but current influences on fashion is best dressed. I'm wishing the best for you, manifesting, you know, that good positive vibes towards you. Heyman to some degree because he is a fashion icon, so is the rest of Shiny, and that's on period. A fashion and J fashion are still big influences on my style. What I see on alt TikTok, because that's the thing, and Ariana Grande to a certain extent. And I see these like ethereal runway dresses on Pinterest, and that to some extent has inspired my, I guess, cottagecore-esque vibe that I like. I don't know if that makes sense, but sometimes it's kind of random. Like I would just see one thing and then I want to make it my entire aesthetic for like 2 weeks. My style changes a lot and shifts over time. I think that at the core I'm still the same. Like I still like girly shit, but I think that I dive into different subsets and I shift slightly over time, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so that's my fashion evolution video. I still look kind of cute, right? Like cozy sleepover vibe. Thank you for watching my video, and until I make another video, bye bye.